What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Or for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Sue. We're going to be doing a one brand first impression / tutorial today. I love watching these one brand full face tutorials, so I thought, why not try one out for myself, you know? And of course, before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And I also just want to quickly say there is some construction happening right beside me. They're putting up a building, so if there are any noises, I am sorry about that. So grab a snack and get comfortable, and let's get into it. So the first thing I want to show you guys are these E.L.F. lip exfoliators. So this one is the brown sugar, and I've already used this prior to starting this video to exfoliate my lips. I also did purchase the rose, which I haven't tested out yet, but it smells really good. So these scrubs leave your lips feeling so smooth and so soft, and of course does an amazing job at exfoliating. And at $4, I mean, you can't beat the price. And I use it about 1 to 2 times a week. I don't tend to use it more than that because I feel like I will over exfoliate my lips or damage them, but I've been loving these. I've been obsessed with this Ride or Die lip balm. I have the shade Tough Cookie, and I have not been able to stop using it since I got it about a month ago. I absolutely love the color, and it's super hydrating. I honestly just can't say enough good things about this. So I'm just going to apply this before we get started. I basically want this in every shade. So starting out with the Poreless Putty Primer. So you want to use about a pea-sized amount and just warm up the product. So primers are basically a protective barrier between your skin and the makeup. So I'm going to start off right in the middle and just apply it across the nose and the cheeks. So I like to really concentrate this anywhere where I have larger pores. So I actually also wanted to try out their Tone Adjusting Face Primer in Lavender. So I'm being totally extra, you definitely don't need 2 primers, but I was really excited to try this out. And that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to apply this one along the outskirts of my face. A very moussey sort of feeling. So this is supposed to help neutralize uneven skin tone. So we'll see how it does. So moving on to foundation, I got the Flawless Finish foundation, and I have this in the shade Cashew. So this comes in 40 shades. It's supposed to be super lightweight, and I've heard so many good things about this foundation. And I'm just going to be applying it with a dampened makeup sponge. So just dotting it onto my face. Let's see what kind of coverage this gives. So one thing I will have to say is that it has a really heavy floral scent. So if you are sensitive to scent, just something to be aware of. It smells almost like a perfume. So first impression, this is pretty light to medium coverage. I'm also interested to see how buildable this is. So this is the side with the foundation, this is without. So it does give a really nice natural look to the skin. So unfortunately the shade that I chose is too light for me, but I really like the finish. It has a satin finish and it looks really nice and natural on the skin. Okay, so let's just go and finish off the other side. And I actually really love the packaging. It's like a frosted glass. It looks really high end. So the swatch online looked a lot darker than it is in person, so that is unfortunate. I think we can fix this with bronzer later on. So let's see how buildable it is. So I'm bringing it down the neck a little bit just to blend it out. Overall, I really like the foundation. I think it builds really well, and it leaves the skin looking really pretty and dewy and not at all cakey, so that is awesome. And I think I may have forgot to mention, so this retails for $6. So it's a great foundation for that price. So next up is the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I have this in the shade Medium Warm. I have been using this for quite a few weeks now, and it feels really nice on the skin. It's super lightweight, and it looks really dewy, and the coverage is just beautiful. And I'll be using the E.L.F. Flawless Concealer Brush. So I normally use a makeup sponge, but I've been hearing so many good things about this brush, I just wanted to try it out for myself. Okay, I'm super impressed with how easily that just blended out. Okay, I think this may be a new favorite. It did an amazing job at just blending out that product. So for our bronzer today, I'm going to be using this Aqua Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo. And I'll just be using the bronzer out of the palette today. And I have tested this out a few times so far. Honestly, it isn't one of my favorite bronzers, but it does the job. And I'm just applying this with a Glossier brush. I think this is their powder brush. So it's a cream to powder formula, that's what they say online. I just find it a little difficult to apply. It doesn't blend very well, in my opinion. But I do love the packaging. It really reminds me of like the NARS sort of packaging. And I actually haven't tried out the blush yet from this palette. So I'll definitely do that one day. It's a really warm undertone. It's like a reddish sort of undertone. I think that's what throws me off about this bronzer. So for blush today, I'll be using the Primer Infused Blush in the shade Always Silly. And I'm just using a MAC 129 SC brush to apply this. So this is crazy pigmented, so I do suggest to start off with a light hand and you can build it up as you go. It is super buildable and it just leaves your skin looking so pretty and glowy. So I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it adds like this really light sheen to the skin. So it's not sparkly at all, it just looks really beautiful and glowy. I also love the fact that it's very long wearing, so you just apply it and forget it. So to set the face today, I don't have an E.L.F. powder, so I'm just going to be going in with my Glossier Wowder. And like I said, unfortunately I don't have an E.L.F. powder, but if you do have a recommendation, please do let me know below because I would love to try one. And again, I'm just using my sponge to apply this. This is a new technique I've been using and I've been loving it. It really helps to sort of melt the product into your skin. So I'm just going to quickly do my eyebrows, and unfortunately I don't have an eyebrow pencil from E.L.F, but I do have a good option, a drugstore option. This is a NYX microbrow pencil in Espresso. So I'm just going to use this to quickly do my eyebrows, so I'll just fast forward through this. And then to set the brows, I'll be using the Glossier Boy Brow, and this I have in the shade Black. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'll be using one of their bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, and this is in the shade Cream and Sugar. And I have played with this a few times, and I absolutely love the shades. So I'll just quickly swatch them for you. So here are the 4 swatches, and as you can see, they're super pigmented. They're just so easily wearable for every day. Okay, so I am using a Morphe brush and going into this first color, the lightest shade. Apply this all over the lid. And then with a flat eyeshadow brush, this is the Morphe JH41. I'll be going into this third shade here, the bronzier shade. I'm going to apply this onto the lid here. And just build up that color. Okay, And then using a narrower sort of tapered brush, this is the Morphe JH40. I'm going to go into the darkest shade and apply that to the outer corner. Bring it about halfway in. So one thing I love about this palette is this will be so perfect for travel. I mean, not that any of us are really traveling anywhere right now, but we can finally start to. And then using a fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend this out, just to make sure we don't have any harsh sort of lines. Repeat on the other side. And then going in with a flat brush, I'm just going to run that bronzy shade along the bottom of my lashes. And then going back into that dark shade, I'm going to add this to just the outside to help connect the top and bottom together. Don't worry if it's a little messy, we're going to blend this out. And using the same brush from earlier, I'm just going to blend this. And lastly, just going into that gold shade, I'm going to add this to the brow bone. I'm using my finger just to the inner corner of the eye. Also, I'm going to apply this as my highlight today, just really lightly. And lastly, I'm just blending everything out on the eye. There's no additional product on the brush, just blending. To finish off the eye, I'm just going to add a little bit of eyeliner and mascara. And I don't have anything from E.L.F, so I'll be using the NYX Final Liquid Liner for my eyeliner today and the Revlon Mega Multiplier Mascara. And I totally forgot to mention the best part, this is only $3. So for the lips, I have two things. I have the Seriously Satin Lipstick in Nectar and the E.L.F Lip Lacquer in Moody. So I'm going to be going in with the lipstick first. This is a super creamy formula. And it's just such a great shade for the summer. So I'm just going to use this lip gloss as a topper and just really concentrate it on the middle. And the last thing I'll be using is the Mist and Set to set the face. And I just like to go in with the Beauty Blender, just quickly run that over the face. And that's it. Here's the finished look.